on your wedding day.
2. You don't know the next words. Welcome to 10 Minutes Today. I'm Jake, and that's Matej, and we are your hosts. This is your favorite thrice weekly show every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on YouTube. And we come to you with a brand new discussion. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Always comment and join the conversation. Tell us what you'd like to talk about. Have you seen the last
couple we've gotten? People are pissed.
About?
Like the Muslim prayer one.
No, I haven't looked at the...
Posting videos and shit, just losing their mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw we had a lot of views for
Apparently
like,
we're
for
like
us.
Muslim lovers, and I mean, I don't dislike Muslim people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at no point in the video was I like, we hate Muslims, so I guess it makes us Muslim lovers. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and join the conversation in those other videos, I guess, because that's where the excitement is.
It's pretty cool.
Today's topic, now that we've rambled on, is about ANTIFA.
ANTIFA.
And now this is one, if the Muslims got a lot of hate, that we got hate from the right, now we're going to hate from the left.
Potentially.
Oh, we're going to. So... ANTIFA, the anti-fascist movement. I'm going to give you a brief history.
Do it.
Because if you're not following what's going on, you have no clue. Like you wouldn't even know what ANTIFA is about. So, essentially, this is a movement that started in Germany after the fall of the Nazis. And
wow, that's old.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can actually date it back to 1925 when the fascist parties really started.
1925
is before.
Actual 1925 or 1925? That's something that you think is right around.
No, like 1925 is the year. But they didn't really take hold until after the Nazis fell. Sure. And then basically Germany was so afraid of Nazism that...
Yeah. Nazism.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Sounds retarded.
But they were so afraid of it that...
No offense.
This whole group... Oh, I'm sorry if I offended a Nazi.
No.
They were so afraid of Nazism rising again that they started this whole movement. And now it's taken on a whole new form. So ultimately... They are a group of mostly left-wingers our age. Large majority of them are in the United States, but they've spread out. There's a number of them in Europe as well. I know of one Toronto-based branch. That's the only real Canadian one that I could find online. But basically, what they do is they find people who they label as Nazis.
Okay.
And for what like. So, Milo Yiannopoulos.
Comments. You'll find some there. Antifa.
Do you know who he is? Who Milo is?
Yeah.
So, Milo is not a fascist. First of all, he's gay, and fascists kill gay people, right?
Fair.
So I don't think I have to go any further to be like he's not a fascist. He is.
I'm sure they're gay fascists.
He's a conservative. He has crazy views. But he's not a fascist. You know what fascists do?
What do fascists do, mister?
Stop people from... Mister, that was weird. They stop people from talking. Fascists cut free speech. Yes. Fascists use violence instead of vocalizing and discussing their opinions. They use violence, right?
Yeah.
Those are... I mean... Blah, 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 blah. The majority of one race and da-da-da-da-da. So, ultimately, like, you know, you can go on and on. But that's what I'm going to focus on.
I won't tell you.
Well, that's what I'm going to focus on. Because I only have about 6 more minutes.
Sure.
So, first of all, with the one race thing. Because anytime someone... has said something that could be racist, even if they're like a comedian, these people go after them. And if Bill Maher was stopped from talking at a school, Bill Maher, the left-wing, super liberal, like way hyper liberal, and I'm saying that, right? Like he is left-wing, and they stopped him because he makes jokes about race. And they're like, he's a racist, therefore he is a fascist. So, like, connecting the dots.
Where were these people with Russell Peters at the Junos? That's what I want to know.
He's a Canadian. They don't care about. They don't care about that stuff. I mean, I'm sure there was a Canadian, like the Toronto-based Antifa group was probably all over it.
Mind?
But these people resort to violence. Like, if you can't defend your point, verbalize your point.
Sure.
In my opinion, you don't have a point to make. You're just angry. And why do you want to be angry?
What do you mean if you can't verbalize your point?
So if you can't sit down, like, this would never happen, but if Milo was like, you know what? I want to come to Canada. He doesn't really like Canada. That's why it would never happen. And sit there and discuss with us about something, right? Of course, I'd be like, sure. These people would be like, he's not coming and talking here. That gives him a platform, and no, that's just no. And then you ask, so
well,
like,
I'm sure there would be people that we would say no about.
Well, yeah, but like
same kind of reasoning.
But who?
I don't know.
Who would you say no to?
I can't think of anybody off the top of my head.
See, like, if
sure
Ken
somebody.
Ham, like the creationist, wanted to have a debate with me, like, I'd be, yeah, let's go.
Fine. Yeah.
But then where are you going to, like, if someone is like, slavery should be re-enlisted, I would be like, let's discuss this. Because I know I'm right. And I can put you in your place. And on people who are...
sometimes you can't fix stupid.
Well, no, I'm not saying I'm going to fix that person, but I'm going to fix his audience or her audience, right? Like Marine Le Pen in France, who just lost the election today. She lost the election, and now they know the French people aren't this extreme right wing. That's how it happens. You just have these discussions, you have these elections, and we find out through this constant... It's a global society now that we have to talk to one another.
Yeah.
Antifa is like, no, they don't deserve to talk because we are right. That is dangerous. That is how fascism rose in the 1930s.
Isn't that ironic, don't you think?
Isn't it? But it's
a little too ironic.
But it's
I do really think.
It's like rain
on the wedding day.
It's scary how it works because a famous philosopher, an American philosopher, said, fascism will rise in the United States under the guise of anti-fascism. He said this in the 80s. I don't remember who it was. And it's happening. It's happening right now. People they hate Donald Trump.
It's on the rise?
Oh, yeah. This is a thing. Anti-Trump has built into this anti-fascist, like Trump's a fascist. You know nothing about politics if you think Trump is a fascist.
He's just an idiot.
He is well, I mean, he's not even that right wing. He's kind of centrist. He's just crazy. Like, he's an old man. He's, in my opinion, too old to be leading a nation.
Well, there's a lot of old people that are.
I know that, but I don't think that if you're about to be 80 years old.
He's not that old.
He's 70. Close enough to 80.
Really?
He's 69 or 70 or something like that. He's the oldest president. Like, between him and Clinton, they would have been the oldest.
Really?
And they're either the same age or a year apart. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 69 or 70. But yeah, that's...
Bernie would have been old as shit.
Well, Bernie would have been older. He's older than them.
Yeah.
But obviously he wasn't in the last two.
He didn't win.
But just my point is, it's... like, these people have to take a look at themselves and realize, like, what you're doing to yourself and to your country and those around you. You look so bad. Because if I was to sit here and be like, everything that I think is the way it is, I would be the dumbest person on the planet. If you will not change your mind about anything, you are unintelligent. Period. That's the way it is.
That's fair.
If like that's like no, for real though, because especially when things that can't be proven, like if you're a flat earther, sorry, I'm not going to have that discussion with you. The earth is round and you can prove it. I know, it's comical.
I was seeing this one guy who was, I think it was on the Joe Rogan, I think it was Eddie Bravo on the Joe Rogan
podcast. Yeah, just recently.
He was saying like, he's like, you would think if there's so many satellites in the sky that we'd have pictures of the Earth. And Joe Rogan's like, we do.
Yeah, so we're not going to get into flat Earth right now, but with the idea of your political beliefs, right? Pro-life, pro-choice, pro-gay marriage, anti-gay marriage, on and on and on, right? If all of your political views are set in stone, you don't even deserve to be in the conversation. You just don't. Try and prove your point, but like I changed my mind drastically on guns because I became friends with people who were right wing, and I sat there and I learned our politics on guns. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't completely agree with you, but I think you should have more freedoms with weapons in Canada. Why? And people converting from pro-life to pro-choice, or the other way around. It's like you can't be so narrow-minded and just result to like punch him in the face because he doesn't agree with me. That's a spoiled child. And that's what these are, spoiled children.
Yeah. And that's all the time we have for today.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell your Antifa friends. I'm sure they will have something nice to say to us.
And tell your auntie.
And tell your aunt. Don't forget to come back every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on YouTube. Matej out.
Signing out. What is it? Peace and blessings?
No.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.